Since President Trump has taken office, he has signed a series of executive orders and announced proposed tariffs targeting key U.S. trading partners. These actions are poised to influence various sectors of the economy, notably inflation rates and the housing market. So let's take a closer look. As we discussed last time, tariffs are essentially taxes on imported goods, and when they rise, producers often pass the added cost on to consumers. Tariffs can have a ripple effect on numerous sectors of the economy, including housing. While tariffs are often implemented to protect domestic industries from foreign competition, they can also lead to unintended consequences, particularly higher prices for consumers and businesses. In the context of the U.S. housing market, these higher costs can emerge in several ways, directly influencing the prices of both new and existing homes. One of the most obvious pathways is through increased cost of building materials. Modern homes rely on a wide variety of imported components, everything from steel beams and aluminum siding to countertops, appliances, and specialty fixtures. When tariffs are placed on countries exporting these products to the United States, importers face higher costs, which they typically pass on to home builders and renovation contractors. For example, if a 25% tariff is slapped on steel imports from a major producer, the cost of steel framing could jump correspondingly. The same goes for lumber if tariffs are imposed on a primary wood exporting country. These higher input expenses can cascade through the construction industry, making it more expensive to build new homes or undertake substantial renovations on existing homes. As new home construction becomes more costly, home builders tend to adjust their prices upward to maintain profit margins. This effect then spills over into the broader real estate market because existing homes, which compete with new builds, might also see their values rise. In other words, if a brand new comparable home now costs an additional $20,000 or $30,000 due to higher material and labor costs, owners of existing properties may feel justified in listing their homes at higher prices. Even if they don't raise their prices right away, overall market conditions often lead to an upward trend. To illustrate the potential impact, imagine a house currently priced at $500,000 in a typical suburban market. Suppose a new round of tariffs drives up the cost of lumber, metal roofing, and appliances by 15%. The increase doesn't just affect brand new homes. It can also drive up the renovation cost of older homes or expansions of existing properties, tightening overall supply if homeowners delay projects or if builders slow down on new construction. As supply tightens and builders pass on the higher cost, new homes might now sell for $520,000 or $530,000, and existing properties, like the one for $500,000 in our example, could see upward price pressure as well. Within a matter of months, comparable homes in the same neighborhood could be selling for $515,000 to $530,000, an increase driven primarily by the rising costs related to tariffs, rather than changes in local demand fundamentals alone. Additionally, tariffs can contribute to broader inflation. As the prices of consumer goods from electronics to household essentials rise due to higher import taxes, the overall inflation rate can edge higher. In response, the Federal Reserve may decide to keep rates higher longer or even raise them to keep inflation in check. Higher mortgage rates means that potential buyers face larger monthly payments for the same loan amount. This can curb housing demand if wages don't keep pace, but it can also temporarily push potential buyers into the market sooner if they fear rates will rise further, sometimes resulting in a short-term price surge. Nevertheless, a prolonged period of higher interest rates typically moderates housing demand, as fewer people can qualify for mortgages or afford the mortgage payments. In that sense, the effect of tariffs on home prices and interest rates can be complex and sometimes contradictory. While tariffs on building materials can push home prices upward in the short run, the resulting inflation can prompt rate hikes that may eventually slow price growth or even dampen it over the long term. So what actions did Trump take since his first day in office that might impact inflation and home prices? Well, first, President Trump has proposed 25% tariffs on imports from both Canada and Mexico, citing concerns over illegal immigration and drug trafficking, according to Reuters. Second, President Trump has proposed a 10% tariff on Chinese imports, aimed at addressing trade imbalances and national security concerns. These executive actions and proposed tariffs are set to have far-reaching effects on the U.S. economy. While intended to address a purported imbalance, these measures may contribute to higher inflation and impact the housing market by increasing costs and influencing interest rates. This is why observers of the housing market pay close attention to trade policies, recognizing that tariff decisions can have real consequences for anyone looking to buy, sell, or build a home. And this is why, if you're considering buying a home, you should seriously consider doing it now before any new tariffs are implemented and their impacts are felt on home prices. If rates go back down later this year or early next year, you can always refinance and get a lower rate then. But if prices of homes go up because of inflation, you cannot go back and buy a house cheaper. If you found this valuable, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more market insights, tips, and tricks. In the meantime, happy home hunting.